everybody, welcome back, it's me, Defiant Spur, and here we are in a Tier 7 match in the Excalibur Tier 6 Premium British Tank Destroyer. This is the second video I was promising about this tank, just so I can give a bit more of a rounded review. Now I've actually got a few more games under my belt, so to speak. I still enjoy it, it's still a fun tank, it's still quite fragile. Although somehow you still do manage to get some quite nice bounces off of the curved front of the turret there, especially when you're hugging corners and just peeking around, taking advantage of your forward mounted turret. Pen is generally quite reliable, especially once you load your premium rounds. Damage, that low alpha, is still a huge weakness. I mean, okay, it's not as bad as like the 88, which has, I think that just has a double digit, like 58, 80 alpha or something. It's been a long time since I played it, so I could be talking bollocks. But yeah, I mean, 150 if you're good is the alpha in this tank. It isn't great, but it's workable. You just have to keep the gun singing, keep those shells flying, and not sit around on a hill like this for half a day, hoping the stupid deer is going to stick his nose out so you can pop him on. Oh look, I just sit here forever. I was hoping in this battle I was going to be able to get some nice footage of me using ridge lines and cover, but to be honest I didn't. I just kind of drove out into the open and just shot up the Reds.
Focus on this area.
I find its manoeuvrability and mobility reliable. It gets to top speed quite easily and it maintains it very well. It's okay going across broken ground. Traction. No idea where that one went. And you could probably get the reload time down quite a bit if you stick on a rammer. I mean, this is still using the bog standard crew that it comes with, so only one skill, and the newbie equipment of scope, camo and vents.
Ready to fire
Scope,
on
sorry,
target. Got an enemy here.
See, this is just this is just noob play, just sitting here on this ridge line on a broadside to where the Reds are coming from as well.
Ready to fire on
As you can see,
target.
you know, you get to see the turret in action. Nice solid
Penetration.
hit there on. I'm
Enemy's
spotted.
looking right at us. We barely grazed him. The track
That is one
damaged.
thing I've noticed. The tracks do
one
tend
drilled
to eat
straight
quite a lot
through.
of shots.
Focus attention here.
Maybe not reliably so, but
Target locked.
there have been plenty of
Enemy's
occasions
got us in
where
their sights.
my tracks have taken the shot instead of me taking damage.
Punched a hole in their armor.
See,
Locked on.
10 degrees of gun depression I thought would be more usable there.
We got a damaged track.
No, it doesn't seem to work very well.
We've just dinged them.
To go through the black print. Hardly a surprise. Now in this match I had complete lack of map awareness for some reason. And for some reason then I won't get any elevation on my gun. I've noticed I've been getting a lot of lag on another banding recently, so I might need to kick the crap out of my Wi-Fi modem. I go racing down here to support this guy.
Ready to fire on target. They've spotted us.
Confident that the KV2's just fired.
Looks like that one went right through.
Oh, that was not nice. But he dies. I was hoping I would have rolled high and kill him
One of
off.
our vehicles destroyed.
Got on 630 health, the KV2 could have just managed to one-shot him. Now at this point I realised that we're actually doing a lot worse than I thought we were.
Focus on this location.
And I wanted to get back into a good elevated position overlooking the circle. But to be honest, it's a bit silly. I should have maybe pulled back behind the heavy tank, or perhaps taken up a position over somewhere along the H or J line, so I can then react to wherever the reds pop up and make good use of my good visibility, good view range, and
Ready to fire on target.
keep them at range.
We lost
But
an
yeah, at this
ally.
point I realised I was dead, no matter what was happening.
Gun loaded.
Pesky cat green turn, here it comes.
Releasing target. Penetration.
There we go, 1,652 damage, I was playing a bit like a spud. Another game, Live Oaks, standard battle,
Take 'em down
tier
or
6.
capture their base.
And there's another Excalibur on this map, which I was quite pleased by, because I haven't seen many of them in game. He goes to the TD bush. That's where all TDs must go, to TD bush. I swear that bush must be where they go to find their dirty magazines. Over the hill. See, I'm taking quite a risk here. They've got 2 artillery and I'm pushing quite hard over this side. But I don't want to go slowly, because if I go slowly then the greens won't push up. You've got to drag them with you sometimes.
Camo net
I'm
up.
also hoping that most of the red team are going up the other side, where all of the greens are pushing. And letting the Thunderbolt just take the lead there. Okay. Now I've got 2 tanks in front of me. I feel a bit happy about moving up.
Ready to fire on target.
So, I just dropped in the sky. Here's tracks. Here's track
Good
again.
clean hit.
Wishful thinking shot. Here comes an absolution. Yeah, tier 6, the absolution is going to be a bane of this tank. Their superior rate of fire and all their spaced armour are going to murder you. But
Penetration.
I have noticed this tank can
Ready to fire on target.
absolution from the front to the side. Yes, I'm just using auto aim, getting penny shots.
Artillery fire. Take cover.
Marty's got the hots for me, knows where I am.
Locked and loaded.
And I stay far longer than I should.
Enemy artillery's got us pegged. Looks like that one went right through.
Now I decide to pull back. just missing that shot there. I'm wiggling around here a little bit because I'm conscious the enemy RT player could be watching splashes from my treads.
Target locked. That one drilled straight through.
Ooh.
Reloaded.
Pretty sure at this point, well, there you go. That artillery unit just wants to kill me. He's killing that bush. I want to support our heavy over here. Already lost one medium on this flank, which is a bit careless of me. Do I push? Green team got pretty much got the other side sorted. So I can push up quite aggressively now.
Ready to fire.
One shot for every remaining tank in the field, which is unfortunate. This Churchill is a one shot for me, so let's see if I can get in there and steal this kill.
I see one.
Boom.
Enemy's got us in their sights.
Now
Reloaded.
this is where I'm make a huge mistake. And that's at this point, yeah. I know he's looking at me. And he knows it too. Well, there we go. A game with lots of mistakes, cracked up 1,000 damage, contributed to the game. Helped keep the Reds occupied on this side and pushed them back. Which, you know, for a fragile TD, that's quite good. And this is, you know, my average player hands. So, as a minimum baseline, I think you can see you can do quite well in this tank. 7 pens. Yeah, not great. Okay, another tier 6. A lot of my matches with tier 6s. And the teams have been terrible. They really have. I'm probably going to have to do another rant video about +1, -1 matchmaking because it sucks. But anyway, I'll save that for a different video.
Ready to fire on target. Enemies looking right at us.
I've pushed quite aggressively up this side. Basically, I was staying with the herd.
Target locked.
In hindsight, I think I would have liked to
We
have
lost a friendly vehicle.
maybe pushed the middle island. The floppy dangly bit in the middle there
Enemies
down the
got
6th
us in their
line was like
sights.
testicle. Take a little bit of
They
damage there.
destroyed one of our tanks.
But, you know, I've got good some lump of health. And here comes a round there.
Got a lock. That one drilled straight through.
I like this. This demonstrates how well this thing turns on the circle and how good the turret this is. I had another game where a Vampire tried to circle of death with me, and again he failed completely. He just was unprepared for how nimble this tank can be, especially given its large, boxy size.
We lost an ally.
So yeah, going back to if I would recommend that you buy this tank, if you like the British turreted tank destroyers, then yes. So for me it plays kind of similarly. It's mobile, a bit fragile, but you know it can put out the
Enemies
damage.
looking right at us. Looks like that one went right through.
And if you play sensibly,
ricocheted.
you can do some serious hurt on the Reds. So yeah, and I think now that the base package is out, I think it's out anyway, I think it's worth it. It's quite cheap, and it's a fun tank. I would love to have seen it actually put into the tech tree. Either as a tier 6 or tier 7, and then you could have had an option potentially of picking up the 105mm
Enemies got us in their sights.
Hesh derp gun, which
Locked on.
was the other option it was going to have.
Punched a hole in their armor.
And it's a pity that that gun didn't make it through super test, assuming we did get tested.
Unlocking target.
But yeah, it's a fun TD and you can do really well in it. Generally I found my bad games, I mean really bad games for me, were I got killed pretty much instantly.
They've spotted us.
When I just went into the wrong place and was positioned so badly on the battlefield I couldn't get the gun into use. Which are all things that somebody who takes the game a little bit more seriously or has more experience and skill wouldn't do. I think if I put my skilled crew in this tank, say like my charioteer crew or my AT-15 crew, and they've both got like 6-7 skills now I think. Yeah, and then I think my overall performance would be a lot better. I'm going to do another video once this event's finished because it has affected the team play an awful lot. They're saying that I have been seeing a lot of Churchills, so it's probably good for people grinding up the British heavy line. Yeah, the other reason I wanted to do another video is just so you can see more footage of the tank. bottom tier in the natural +2 -2 matchmaking environment. Come on. Just run around the corner and get killed. So you get KV2 for taking partied. Yeah, and this little chap here, the Jagdpanzer 4, he spends the rest of the game hiding in this corner. He just sits the clock out, which I have opinions on. Yep, so there you go, the Excalibur. I think it's a good buy. It's cheap. The base package certainly is. It's very familiar if you played the British turreted tank destroyers. You just have to make allowances for the fact it's huge. I mean, it's bigger than some same tier heavy tanks. It really is huge, but it's fun. It's fun and it's a bit different, and I think that really helps just with like the quality of life and enjoyment of the game. So yeah, I'm going to try to get another video out before Sunday. My little girl's been teething horrendously, so I wasn't able to get this video out earlier in the week. But yeah, take care everybody, and I'll catch you all in game.